I think we need to try to change the mindset that we have no ability to impact anything. Now, as individuals, that might be true. If we try ourselves to do something, then yeah, it's going to be difficult. We're going to have a hard time achieving any type of change. But if you work together, if everybody puts their own individual efforts together into one, then you can make a much larger contribution. I think we all understand this. And it doesn't take a lot of work for me or you to go out and talk to people and tell them about what is going on in Canada, what the problems are with mass immigration, what the problems are with what's going on in the educational systems, the issues with transsexuals teaching or reading stories to children in libraries or dancing in front of them and doing a lot of sexual poses and, sexualizing all these kids. It's up to you to inform people about this because the media isn't going to do it. The media is going to try to normalize a lot of it, try to convince people it's okay. But a lot of people don't even pay attention to the media anymore. They don't watch the news. They watch whatever they pay attention to, UFC, Game of Thrones, etc. And they don't even know what's going on behind the scenes. This is exactly what people like Trudeau, etc. want. They don't want these old stock type Canadian people paying attention to politics because then they would know what the fuck is going on and they would get more active. And obviously I'm for the PPC. And I think that you should be trying to convince your family members to vote for the PPC at the very least, because they are the only party that is propositioning policies that are going to make an actual difference in regular people's lives, lowering immigration, stopping equalization payments, getting rid of the dairy cartel. It goes on and on and on and on. Not being associated with the UN, giving tons and tons of money to foreign aid. I can keep going on. But all of these things would benefit Canadians and the average Canadian, old stock Canadians specifically. So we as individuals can make a big difference if we work together. Now, even if the party isn't successful, even if the party doesn't do everything it promises, it's still worth going out there and waking people up to what is going on. It's still worth making them aware so that maybe they can do something else. Maybe some of these people can come up with an idea that's going to be better. That's going to be better than what the PPC is offering or whatnot. Who knows? But at the very least, we know that compared to any other party, based on their platform, it's going to be better for Canadians. And it's not very hard to convince people, especially if you speak truth, if you speak honestly, if you speak with conviction. Today I had to go into work to get some new jackets. And at first I was like, we had to take some pictures for work, and everybody's in their new jacket, just like an orange yellow vest type thing, right? And I was like, this is kind of shitty. Let's just go to work, get the stuff, and leave. I don't want to sit around at the shop all day in the morning. But this was actually a good opportunity to go around the shop because all the people were there. Say, hey, who are you voting for today? And a lot of people are like, I'm not voting today. I'm probably not going to vote, or the parties are both bunk, or conservatives or liberals are both bunk, etc. But then I was able to introduce a lot of them to the PPC, to Max Bernier. Started talking to them about immigration and how he wants to lower immigration, how all the other parties want immigration to be at 350,000, 400,000, want to keep increasing it, giving all our money away to foreign aid, whatnot. And everybody was very receptive to this, and I know I convinced at least a few people to vote for Maxime Bernier. It's very easy. Didn't take much effort, especially like you don't have to sugarcoat shit, because when you're trying to promote the Conservatives or the NDP or the Liberals, they have such a long history of shit that, it's really tough to go and make emboldened arguments in their favor, or to impassioned argument in their favor, right? It's difficult, but with a party like the PPC, at the very least, especially with their platform, it's much easier to do that. And if we all worked together, if we all convinced a few people, that can make a huge difference. What if there's 50,000 PPC supporters and each one of them convince 5 people, which I did like just today, very easily. Not including my family members and all these other people, but just 5 people today. If everybody just did that, there's 50,000 of us, 5 people, there's 500,000. All those 500,000 convince a couple more, there's a couple million. It's a lot less work than you think to wake people up, at the very least, or to show them that there isn't just these 2 different options between liberals and conservatives. And yes, I know there's a lot of cynical people. They're going to be like, Max Bernier is not going to save you, and Sparta Max isn't going to fix this, whatever, right? But at the very least, it's more likely to happen under him than we know compared to any of the other parties who have already shown us time and time again that they don't give a shit about Canadians, that they're going to sell us out down the river any chance that they can get. So why not give this party a shot? Why not spend 15 minutes out of your day, if you're not even going to vote anyways, to go vote for the PPC? What do you have to lose? Very little. So, and like I said earlier, we as individuals, we don't have much of an impact, but together we can make a much larger impact. We can create change. It is possible. Don't be completely cynical and nihilistic. It's good to be skeptical of things and not be too hopeful, I guess, or whatever, right? But it's also not good to just wallow in misery and thinking that there is no way for you to create any type of positive change. Because if you truly think that, if you truly think there's nothing that you can do and you don't do anything, then nothing will change for sure. Like that's just a 100% surety. You will always, you can never fail if you never try, right? So just at least give it a shot. That's my pitch, at the very least, for voting for the PPC and trying to convince people that you can change people. You can have a positive impact. You can wake people up from a lot of the brainwashing that is going on right now. Not everybody. Some people are too far gone, but you can still reach a good amount of people, and that is good. That will make a difference. YouTube is good. It can reach a lot of people, but largely we're speaking to echo chambers a lot of the time. So it's really depends on you as an individual to go out there and take a few risks and go up to people that may or may not call you a racist because you're like, hey man, we need to lower immigration. Hey, we need to do this. We need to stop all of this socialism. And they may say you're hateful. They may say all these things about you, but that's fine, because for all those people, you're going to reach some people. You're going to convince some people, because we know the media isn't going to do it. The media isn't going to go out there and inform the people of what is actually going on. It's going to take all of us to do it. But that's all I pretty much had to say about this. If you like my content, subscribe. And also, I'm going to be doing a stream tonight, probably on Rance Derek's channel, an election stream. And there should be a bunch of other YouTubers there, Canadian YouTubers cycling in and out, most likely. So I don't know what time I'm going to show up. Maybe, around 7 or 8, maybe earlier. Who knows? But it should be a good time. So everybody, I'll put a link in the description below. Everybody go there, have fun. Hopefully I see you in the chat, but take it easy. Have a good one.